written as well. So if you want the written version, the little thing that you can essentially save it for later or what have you, it will be available to my free patrons, so you can check that out if you like. The link will be in the description for those who are interested in joining my Patreon for free. You can join for free and get some tutorials each week, or you can support me and my channel for just $5 a month and get other stuff, including one project that we work on that is a bigger project. And this month we are doing snow globes with a fairy theme, which is very cool. I hope you guys are having a great day. It's been a rough one for me. I don't know why it's been so rough lately, just in general for me. I think it's because I decided to paint, and I don't know if anyone's ever painted their house before. It's like rough. It's true. It's tough stuff. We're just going to add in a little face here. I'm just going to lower the opacity of some of the other layers as well, just make it a little bit easier on me. Some of them, like the base stuff, we really don't need as we move forward. They're just there for guides. I just really wanted him to have like huge eyes and just be the picture of adorableness, which I think he turned out to be. I hope you like him anyway. We're going to move on to the line art, which I'm going to choose a color that I don't normally use, and I will change it to a color I normally use at the end, but for now this is what it's going to be. I wanted to give him kind of like a blue tone, and then I thought like dark purple would be a really good idea, but at the end I just didn't like it. So essentially what you're going to do for the line art is create just a line based off of whatever your favorite lines are for your sketch. In my case, I didn't do a lot of sketches. I tend to use things like basic circles to create guides. So sometimes my art can get quite sketchy, but for things like this, not as much really, I guess. I did also do like a quick sketch underneath to begin with, so I knew kind of what I was doing. So, you know, it makes it cleaner for you guys. But essentially, that's all you do. You pick the lines you like the most, and then you draw on top of them. It's not that difficult, I guess. I don't know. This is the part I don't like the most. So it could be difficult. If you're using Procreate, just make sure that you put on the drawing guide anytime you want to do the like double up. This one's nice because he's just standing there and he's really cute, and I'm fine with him just standing there. So it does help if you're doing things like that. Obviously, if you don't plan on it being completely symmetrical, it's a little bit harder to handle, but I was going for symmetrical for a lot of it, so it was fine for me to use it. And I figure, you know what, when you're using Procreate, it is a digital program, so you might as well, you know, use the tools that it has. And I do. I use them. So yeah, there's my hot take on it. Use the tools that are in the program you're using. I just really wanted this guy to be super floofy, super hairy, what have you, and I wanted to kind of play around with some textures. So I don't use anything other than the brushes that are actually like in Procreate. So you don't need any like super fancy brushes here in order to create this image. I literally just use the studio pen. I use the 6B pencil, though I do make the 6B pencil bigger, so I have my own version of it. It is the exact same pencil. The only difference is I changed the properties so that it can be bigger. Then I use the soft airbrush, and that's it. That's all I use. So you can definitely, you know, create the same thing in Procreate using just the brushes that you've got. I don't use anything fancy. I have made my own brushes. You can get them on my website. But for this one, I just, you know what, the Procreate brushes aren't bad. They're just not bad. So why not just use them, right? So I did. And what's funny is I thought I was going to use something different. I was like, I'm going to use my own brushes this time. And I didn't. So it is what it is. It was a bit of a trial and error. I wasn't sure what color to make his face and hands. I didn't know if I should do like a skin tone color or if I should do like a darker blue. I did the darker blue. I didn't like it. So once I realized that I needed to be on the right layer, I fixed that out and I did it. And then I wanted to give him like a square kind of a face, so I just threw the sketch on top so that I knew whereabouts to put everything. And it turned out pretty good, I think, with that. With the shading and things like that I do as well, it definitely helped. And same with the eyes, like the orange, or the orange. There's no orange there, Alicia. The white really makes it pop, and I really liked it. I just, yeah, I don't know. I tried some things with this that I normally don't, but I think with like so much fur and so much fluffiness and stuff, it just really seemed to help, and it really seemed to make it look extra cute. So that's what I did. And I just wanted him to be wearing like a really nice red hat as well. So I went with like a lighter pink, but then I was like, no, I think it needs to be red. So that's what I did. And then of course I gave it like its own little pattern. A lot of this stuff when I'm coloring, a lot of it I don't use line art for. So like for the stars that I put on his hat, I don't use line art for that. For a lot of this I probably wouldn't anyway, but in this case it's something that we're kind of learning together, so I try to make sure that I can show as much line art as possible. But like for his face, for example, I didn't put any line art there because I didn't want the hard kind of division. I really would have preferred to do this in a lineless style to begin with, and I may go back and revisit just because I think it would be a lot of fun, and maybe even do like something where it's like, you know, the difference between line art and without line art, you know, something like that, so that I can, I don't know, we'll see. Maybe that'll be something that I do just for my Patreons as well. But for those who do want this, like I said, it is on my Patreon. You can join for free. It's totally free to join if you want. You can join and support, but you can also join for free and get a tutorial every week, and this is going to be one of those tutorials. So, you know, why not? Why not, why not, why not? And then if you're really excited and you really like what I do, then you can choose to join the $5 tier if you want. Or not. I'm happy either way. I tried to add some snow to the top of his hat, and then I was like, no, I don't like it. I kind of, like, that's the best thing about digital art for me, is I can experiment, and it's not, like, life-threatening for my art. Like, you know, if you're doing this traditionally, you can mess something up and not ever get it back to the way you want it to be, or you know what I mean, like there is no, well, what if I did this? Like a lot of times that's not an option, and if it is, it takes a lot of work to fix it. So I love that about digital art, is like having that option to change things up, and then, you know, seeing what works and what doesn't. And sometimes things don't work for this certain piece, but they will work for something else, right? In this case, like, the reason I wanted to do lineless is because I wanted to play with light, and I wanted to show, like, a little bit of difference there. So what I ended up doing instead was still kind of doing it and just kind of messing with the line art on top, which I think gives it an okay look, but not exactly what I'm looking for, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But yeah, outside of that, I am doing good. I hope you guys are doing good. More than halfway through. I hope I asked that earlier, but maybe I didn't. I don't know. I am still working on my winter book. I don't know. It's been rough. And yeah, it's just always rough with me lately, isn't it? I don't know. December, like, winter months are not my months. December has been rough on me. I'm not gonna lie, but at the end of the day, I'm sure to be fine. And I mean, I'll still try to get I'll still get it out. I know I'll still get that book out. It just might not be I mean, it's already not the best timing to do so, but we prevail. Next year, maybe somebody will want it, so it'll be fine. But it's really cute. It's really turning out great. I love, like, I did like a dragon theme for the, like, coloring pages and stuff, which is a lot of fun. And yeah, so, and I still have like my mandala book, and my Halloween book is still out. I'd love to do, I should have done more on that before, but I'm the queen of like never doing things when I should, like at the right time. I swear, it's just like my superpower. So it is what it is. But next year I can work on it some more. Why not, right? And yeah, so now we're just going in. I'm just adding a lot of texture. Oh, you know what else? I think I did use another brush. like very lightly. If I did, it still was a Procreate brush. What would it have been called? The soft pastel. Yeah, I used that for like one hot second. I don't even know what I used it for now. It might have just been the hat. I can't remember. But I'm pretty sure I used that one as well. So it's still part of Procreate. It's still like a basic brush that they have with that. But yeah. I wanted that to kind of look like, you know, like those hats. I don't know. Maybe there's no such thing as those hats anymore. There's like a time where like hats were like these little weird star things were like a big thing. Probably isn't now. It's probably years ago. I can't remember. I don't know. I'm not really big on the whole winter. There, that's what I added, I think. I think that was it. I don't know. I'm not up on the winter gear. Actually, I'm looking at the like pom-poms on this and I'm also just like, I don't think that's the way that works. Yeah, see, I got excited with it, so then I also used it on the fur. And then I just wanted to kind of define it a little bit more again. Yeah, I think he's so cute. I actually really like him. I kind of wish that I would have done a background as well, but I'm not fast. Like, I see some of the people on YouTube that do tutorials and stuff, and their tutorials are amazing, and they're just like, you just do this, and you just do this, and then like a swipe here and a swipe there, done and done and done. And I'm like, this took me an hour and a half. And I'm thinking to myself, maybe you should do a background too. And I'm like, honey, this took you an hour and a half. Like, I'm not even joking. People ain't got time for that. So that's just the way it is. But I would love to do like a background video, maybe. Maybe I'll just do like a video that is just backgrounds or something. I don't know. We'll see. I did like the way this like floof kind of came out. I thought that looked really good with the like, with the texture in there. It was a lot of fun. And then, yeah, I just really enjoyed it. I think I do want to do it as a lineless, though. Ugh, I don't know. I never know. Never knew. But I think it would be cute. And I love his little nose, because he looks like he's, like, out in the cold, and his little nose is all pink and chilled. I think that's really cute. I don't know what his feet are probably. He's probably freezing. Like, his hands and feet are probably freezing. I didn't think that. I didn't think about that. It's probably fine. I mean, they're used to it, right? I don't know. And then, yeah. So, I actually went in with a lot of, like, white. Like, just white, actually. Maybe a tick off white type thing. Because I figured I can just change the thing. And I was going really into it because I was used to doing, like, the clipping mask, thinking, oh, I'm not, you know, it's fine, I can just go nuts. And then I realized, wait a minute, I can't go nuts. It is completely like not, it's its own layer, so it was just going everywhere. So I had to do some cleanup, but for the most part I think it worked out alright. And then this is when I was like, I wish that I could go over the line art, so I started doing that, and I changed up to the soft airbrush, I guess. And so I did that as best I could, cleaned it up, went back over with the sketching, the 6B, just to kind of give it some more texture. And then I went into the actual art piece with just white, because I just wanted him to have like this like white like glow. I don't know. You know how sometimes like in winter, even though we're getting like the sun goes down, maybe this is just in Canada, I don't know. But like the sun will go down and you have like a full moon, and you can see almost like better than you can during the day, because it's like the sun isn't bouncing off of the snow and blinding you, but there's so much snow that like the sun is like bouncing off of the snow, so it's still really bright out. Does that make sense to anyone? Probably not. It is what it is. I know what I mean. That's all that matters. But like it's a lot brighter than you would expect. So if I was to do the background, I just imagine him like in a world full of snow and a full moon, and he shines. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, please do like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!